we are playing Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. Woo! And this is our Final Flight Games version of it. There's been like 3 versions before that.
And the box.
Oh, and the box. This is a pretty nice box actually. But there you go. Amazing. Really good artwork, as Games Workshop is known for. So we have 3 of our characters here. We have an agent of some kind, a witch hunter, and a dilettante.
Yeah.
One of these things is not like the other.
In tights.
I was about to say, for those who don't know at home, a dilettante
is just a wealthy, I don't know, you just don't have a job.
Yeah, just
Sitting around.
someone who's sort of just...
You basically have the ideal lifestyle.
I just kind of chill out and talk with other rich people.
You spend your time in bars.
So yeah, but not for something you did, just who you are, like
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian of the Warhammer world.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Only you're a dwarf.
I'm known for
I'm a dwarf.
I'm known for my body.
Yeah.
Well, you could be a woman. We don't know. You're a dwarf.
I'm not going to tell you.
So I'll just give you a bit of a background on what's been happening for the 3 of you. Now you have been out in the wilderness in the Darkwold forests, chasing up a bunch of witches, which you chased actually from Middenheim, which is your home base, and you've come back to Middenheim, which is a fairly large town, and you're carrying the heads of this coven of witches. Basically on the back of spears or sticks, I don't know how you want to carry them in.
On the ends of spears.
But you see the heads
Like
sort of
in my
dangling.
teeth.
Like every dilettante does.
On my axe! Which you don't actually have because you're a dilettante.
Exactly.
Yeah, how we killed them? Good question.
With a rapier.
It's just going on sunset. It's just going on sunset when you head back in towards the gates of Middenheim, and it has been a long month on the road, and you've been slowly healing from your wounds, and you finally get to that point where you're just looking forward to a really comfortable bed. And you know that there is a nice place for you. Harl Neve is your lord and master of sorts, and Harl Neve has been in charge of the circle of witch hunters in this area. And he's been your benefactor. He's probably the reason why you have the money that you have. And he's been really good to you guys. And
So we're wondering why
provides
he
you
gets
with
paid
jobs.
more, like-
Yeah, well, he's got a soft spot for dwarves. Yeah.
Dwarves in tights.
Yeah.
What's your name?
And you're looking forward to a warm bed and a nice hearty ale.
Oh yeah.
As the sun finally dips below the horizon, you see on the other side, slowly rising, a green shimmering moon. And it looks completely out of sorts with what you know of the moon. There's actually 2 moons, and this moon isn't normally this colour. This is the moon called Morsleb. And you see it as it rises up over the city of this green, disgusting, rotting colour, which seems to shift in hue as it rises slowly over the city, and it just casts a greenish tinge over the landscape. And you walk through the gates, and you can just see that all the people in the town are just looking up with fear in their eyes as they see this moon rising.
What is this fell moon we see in the sky?
Yeah, it's green.
Green, it looks sick.
If you'd like to make rolls on anything you've got as far as education or anything like that, you can pick up some clues.
Nature law.
Do you want to know if your character has education?
Folklore.
Folklore is a good one, yeah. So I'm going to give you 2 challenge dice for yours.
What do I know?
Now, do you have any ability in that, Ben?
Nope.
Do you have any ticks in it?
Nope.
No? What do you got? Got any successes? You know nothing.
You got a chaos.
1 success, chaos, and yeah, that's it. 1 success.
What you know of it is enough to make you feel scared, pit of your stomach, and I'm going to give you 1 stress token on your character sheet as you feel the fear take over you. You know that this is almost like the eyes of a chaos god opening and looking down on the city.
You can tell by the blinking.
It's a
All
deal.
the shifting hues, almost like an eye opening and closing. Would you like to?
I would
make a roll?
like to, but I don't know how.
So, what is your education? You've got
Folklore?
Yeah, and what is your intelligence?
4.
So,
So I get 4 blue ones.
Plus one of these.
What about intuition?
Why does he get one of those?
Why do I get one of these?
You can roll on anything even if you don't have skills in them.
Oh, but I've got intuition.
Why does he get a yellow one?
What are the purple
The yellow one is an expertise dice, the purple one's a challenge dice.
He has no
So you need
expertise.
some kind of level of difficulty in this game, and that's what the purple dice provide.
I don't think I have.
And education is one of your advanced skills, which allows you to have an expertise dice.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Career skills, education.
Yeah, you're gonna romp this one in.
I don't know.
Lucky I made your character, hey.
What's your name, Kenda?
I've
I've got folklore as well in my
It's
career
actually written
skills.
down here in your advanced area.
What's your name?
I don't know. Diplomacy is your advanced skill. All right, Johnny. Yeah, you you don't know much about it at all. To be honest.
Kenda, you're a man of education. What do you know?
You got two boons. So I'm going to say that you have a fairly good idea that it's a bad thing, but that's about it.
Look, I don't have a good feeling about this.
don't have to tell me
green's
that.
green's a bad color.
It's like we're being watched.
Well, you know what they
Watched
say
by
about...
ill.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
You can make a folklore roll, which is basically tells you 3 dice, 3 blue dice, and 2 purple dice. That's it. Characteristic dice and challenge dice.
I know.
You know absolutely nothing.
You know, less than nothing.
I can actually tell you that is a green moon.
It is definitely the moon.
Who would know? Who would know in this fair town of Middenheim what is portended by a green moon?
There is a library at your library. Sorry.
A library?
There's a library in Hal Neves estate, which is where you live. There is an extensive library on the occult.
Is there a librarian in there that can help us?
There is a librarian there that can help you. Yes.
People are gonna have to go back about 18 months for our videos to find the source of this running joke.
I can't remember the guy's name.
Library.
Anyway,
let's go to the
I
library.
say we do some research. We need to find information quick.
I love that we walk in, see the moon, and go to the library.
or library.
Yeah, they got
Is there not
it's just
some like wise old woman in the town
Like,
that we can talk to?
Yeah, if you want to make is there a streetwise of types?
We look for someone who's hunchbacked.
Yes.
Intuition?
observation.
Yeah, you can make an observation roll or
Oh,
intuition roll if you want.
We got
Like
this.
that.
This is where you with the
Intimidate. And
we with the cat logo.
How many purples do you want me to take?
2.
Intuition.
Oh.
Yeah, Johnny, you know of somebody in the Silver District who is somebody who you guys have intimidated on a number of occasions because she seems to work in the charms area, and so she's a little bit dabbling in that idea of hedge magic, where it's not quite full-on magic, but it's not quite sanctioned either by any of the magical schools.
We let her off with a warning last time.
Yeah,
And she owes us one.
She owes you one. And her name, if you'd like to write it down,
We can
because
talk
I
about
have a gigantic list of names, is Anjahal.
Anjahal. I think we should go visit our friend Anjahal.
I agree. Let's head that way immediately.
You start walking towards the Silver District, and the Silver District, you know, is the area where there's craftsmen and merchants and things like that. And as you're walking along, you see you hear a scream coming off from near the river, and then it's taken up by a number of other screams, and people start running towards the riverbank as the sun's set and the moon's up high.
So they're running towards us? Or?
Towards the river, to the left.
I just have a quick practical question. We're walking around with about 20 heads hanging off the back. That's
I lay them
Well, it's
down.
actually nighttime, so a lot of people can't see what's going on. It's not very well lit in this area, but you will notice that people are avoiding you. Yes, people are definitely avoiding you. You have a reputation of sorts in this town. People
I
will
lay
know.
down the heads that I'm bearing immediately and run towards the screams, drawing my sword.
Okay. Drawing your sword just in case, you race down to the riverbank where you can see that there is a guard leaning over a body lying on the ground just on the edge of where the water laps against the shore, and you can see that there are there are a dozen people gathered around, and they are just like looking at it as if it's almost like entertainment, but with that kind of shock, but also
I
interesting.
push my way through the crowd. What is this line here? What are you people gawking at?
I walk through and go, I'm an agent, let me through.
Some kind of agent.
Agent number 1.
001.
001.
We turned over.
Sorry.
Is it lying on its back or?
You see that the soldier there is just checking the body, and he stands up when he sees the three of you. Oh, I know you. You're them witch hunters.
Indeed we are. We've come to investigate what's going on.
And what might your name be?
Ustav. I hear you do good work for this city.
Indeed we do.
What have you found here, or stuff? All the rest of you, go home. You surely have places better to be than looking at this filth.
I feel the youth kind of like stand there defiantly. If you want to try and intimidate them,
Go home, the lot of you. I've got intimidate.
go for it.
Are you than me?
You've got so much. I'm on it.
And what difficulty, John?
Yeah, I'm going to say 1 because it's incredibly easy to intimidate these guys.
They chaos. And I'll get lots of boons and 2 successes. So no failures. 2 successes.
Yeah, you see them run, but you slip over in the mud as you're yelling. You lose your and land butt first in the mud. But yeah, there's a chaos star.
Shut up, Rutger.
Here, let me help you.
Just about had enough of you. We've been on the road too long together.
Oh, you know, you can't do without
Ustav
me.
reaches down and helps you up.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Maybe you could be of some help here.
I can be.
He
Crushing
pulls the body over, and yeah, you can see that there is a man there, his face contorted in fear, and it looks like he almost like the wind changed, and his face is in a natural shape of a scream.
My mother used to tell me tales about that.
Around his neck, you can see that there are heavy bruising, and across his face
I'm
as
leaning
well.
down on one knee, looking at him closely.
Make a observation roll.
I'll check his mouth, his eyelids, and the back of his hand and stuff like that.
Excellent.
So
I'll get you to make everyone make observation rolls. So now I'm going to give you a different 2.
We can't do it all at once.
And if you have observation,
Fail.
obviously you can add an expertise.
I'm checking he's in his hair, behind
Only,
his ears.
then I'll let you take a fortune dice. Everyone take a fortune dice because you can take a little bit of time.
I still didn't succeed.
What is the
How many
skull?
did you get?
That's
You got
just
minus
two
one.
Just a
successes
failure.
and one
No,
and
no.
2
So
bangs.
they cancel each other
These
out.
don't cancel those out.
Oh, okay.
Don't-
Cool, yeah.
Oh no, you're right.
That
You're right. That's
cancel
right.
this out?
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
I'm going to give you both of you guys a stress. So if you can mark a stress on your character sheet. Sorry, you took stress. Did you take bangs? Is that right? I missed. Sorry. Oh no, you did really well.
No names, just boons.
So what you guys notice, Johnny, what you notice with your roll is that there is singe marks around this man's nose, and as you lean closer and you can smell a potent drug that is used with a hot smoke, which is put across the face using like a sensor, you know, the things that they swing in churches. So it's almost like one's shoved into this person's face, burnt the sides of his nose, and you know that this drug, which is called the petal of bone, and it is crushed up and burnt and is used to paralyze people but not knock them unconscious.
What does this weird smell like? Not familiar to me.
It's the petal of what?
Petal of bone.
I wish I could read your writing. The petal of bone.
Petal of bone?
Yeah, so poisons used to paralyze, but not normally to kill.
The man is definitely dead.
Indeed.
Nathan, what you see is as you turn over the hand is that there is an eye on each of his hands,
Yeah,
and you can see that it flickers and then closes.
An actual
An
eye.
actual literal eye on both his hands.
Look at this.
Ugh!
Oh.
Disgusting. Why joke with something filthy? They're still moving and then closing and
They
opening.
flicker and then they close and then they don't open
As
again.
if they've died.
Wow.
This was no man. It's a beast.
Gustav stands up and backs away, and he makes a sign of Sigma. I'm not sure what that is like.
I drive.
It's like a hammer.
I grab one of the hands and I drive my sword, my long knife, which I'm wearing, into one of the eyes.
Yeah.
Just through the eye. And,
Oh, it's very pleasurable, that feeling of that puncturing. It pops.
and I sort of cut it out of his hand.
Ah.
So it's not an apparition. It's actually like a
Yeah.
It's a
physical
literal eye.
And the
in
eye
both
comes
his
off.
hands.
The eye comes out of his
It
hand.
comes out of his hand.
Did it
yes.
seem like it was built into his hand physically, like connected with
It
nerves?
is
and
melded
things?
into it, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Fully functioning eye, as much as someone of your knowledge would be able to understand.
Now I have blood and mud on me.
Yes.
You can smell that slight taint, like
You never do
something
it well, do you?
almost in the back of your mind, something almost spiritual about it, something tainted.
Mm.
You spit at everything.
You still not a suspicion, don't you?
You're such a filthy man. Like, why would I have to go with you anyway?
This is a filthy situation.
I
I
just
mean
take the
daisies
other
and good
hand.
women, and I won't spit at them.
I get the other hand because he only did it with one, and just chop it up with a very sharp dagger, which I keep on me, and take the hand, curl up into a fist, and put it in my bag.
Good
It's
idea.
kind of gruesome, but yeah.
It's quite a lot of work to cut a hand off, you know.
Not with that knife.
Not with it. You should see this knife. It cuts. It shaves.
I
I get a
it's
tin
like-
can
guess,
out.
you
and
go
go,
through, I guess you go between the bones, do you?
Well,
Yes, tell us more about how he does it. I've cut through the tendons.
Oh, come on.
The tendons are quite, you know,
Yeah, they're quite
gummy.
tough.
There's sort of pliers to cut through tendons.
I don't actually eat tendons, so you know.
And we're back.
Hope no
I've
one's
cut-
eating at home.
I've cut an umbilical cord, you see. It was surprisingly whistly.
Excellent. I'm hoping it was someone you knew. Excellent.
Child.
my own child.
Alright. So, something magical happened here.
Well, the
Obviously.
eyes.
Obviously.
No, I mean not just that this was some sort of magical creature,
Is this
but
a
he
normal-
died in some magical way.
I
He
know.
died from poison, you told me himself.
No. That poison's only used to paralyze. He died from something
Well, he's
magical.
been strangled by the looks of the bruising around his neck. I thought about
Maybe
it, like
he
you would
just-
be able to see that.
So angry. Calm down.
I thought we were coming back for rest. I didn't expect green moons and
Well-
dead.
Blinky here is having a bit of a problem, but
Whatever the exact cause of death, this
Can
was
I-
not just a physical act.
No, I agree with
can
that.
I look up and down the river and just be like, is there any boats?
Up and down the river, I'm going to make an observation roll.
Can I make one too?
I've got a headache.
And it's only one because it's very.
Two, because it's nighttime. Oh, wait, if you're a dwarf, you can. Actually, I'm going to add 2 misfortune dice to yours as you're looking down the river, but not to yours, Johnny. Just one. Let's just go one. Johnny has.
Wow, lots and lots and lots of
Alright.
success.
Yeah, one success.
Yours cancel yours out, Nathan. So you 1 success.
Mm-hmm.
You see the silhouette of 3 more bodies floating down.
Oh, good.
Alright. There's more bodies in the river.
More bodies.
Are they blinkies?
Yeah, 3.
Fetch them out of the water. We need to investigate them.
Yes, please go do that.
Gustav calls out to a couple of fishermen to get poles, and they rush off to go and do that. Gustav looks down at the person. I know this man. He's Jacob the Potter from the Bronze District.
He pots with hands.
He puts his eyes.
Does he normally have
We
eyes
don't-
on his hands?
No, he'd be burned at the stake if he was.
And I burn him.
He makes a sign of something.
Yes,
Something
I-
has happened to this man. When did you last see him?
Oh,
Speak!
last summer, I think.
Last summer.
We don't know what season it currently is, so who knows
Spring.
when that was.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks
Are
ago.
you saying he's been gone? Has he been here tending his shop?
Oh, I don't see everyone around here. I'm usually up in the Gold District.
We'll find someone who does know.
Right you are, and my condolences to you and your estate. He turns and starts to walk away.
Condolences?
What does that mean?
I think he thinks we're involved here.
The fishermen bring in the three bodies, and you can see that these are different in their mutations. Some of them have tentacles that seem to writhe out of the body, and they seem still flickering with some kind of nerve endings.
Go on,
And
spit.
others, but the thing that holds these two, holds them together, is the look of horror across their face and the bruising on the bodies.
Have they been dispatched in the same manner?
They've been drugged in the same manner, but
Drugged.
as far as dispatch goes, it's difficult to tell.
Does it look like they've been in the water long?
Make an observation roll.
Are they all wrinkly? 1.
2.
Can this move?
Yeah.
Oh. I become one of them.
What'd you get? I can't
2
see.
chaos.
The look of it just revolts you, and you're starting to feel sick just thinking about it. I'm going to give you another stress.
Oh.
I got 2 successes and a boon.
I got one failure.
And what was your question? That you...
How long have they been in the river?
It's possible they've only been there for a fairly short amount of time, maybe an hour or 2 hours.
Oh, right.
There's no fish or anything that they haven't taken any bites out of them, and there doesn't seem any slime or any look of atrophy or decay.
Well, we should go up the river and look for a bridge anyway. See what they got done
Yeah,
for.
these haven't been in the water long.
Do we have a boat?
No, we could get one. Fishermen just fish them out, don't they?
Or we could
No,
just...
actually, just because it's the river isn't too wide at this point. There's no real docking area here.
Right, okay.
So you'd have to go a little bit further up.
We could just walk up the river.
We could just walk. Let's just walk.
It's muddy.
It's fine.
Like you care. You
You're already covered in mud.
covered in
What's a little bit more
I don't want
mud?
to be covered in more mud.
Alright.
Yeah.
So the two of us walk
If you
up
looked
the
any
river.
better, I would care, but I don't.
Rasta stays behind.
No, I walk.
Okay.
I just complain.
And spit, come on. There
Spit
we
at the
go.
mud.
Spit it all out, buddy.
You walk up into the what looks to be the Silver District, which is where you have been living for quite some time under Hal Neve, and you see his house is there. The lights aren't are on in certain rooms, and you can see that there are wagons out the front and people unloading things into the wagons as you walk
Into
along. Into the wagons.
What, like he's
What
moving
the
house?
hell is he
Like
doing?
what kind of quantity of stuff?
Like all his stuff
Right.
is being thrown not too gently
Into the wagon.
Into wagons.
We wander over in that direction.
Indeed.
And you see, you there, be careful with that stuff. I bought that at a high price.
Is that Hull?
And you look
Of
over,
course
and
you
because it's
did.
quite dark. As you walk over, you can see that there's a man that you don't recognize standing there, and he is dressed in quite fine robes.
Good evening. Oh, you should take this.
Ah, yes. Good evening.
Oh, he looks down.
Good evening. What is happening?
I know you don't, you're the witch hunters.
Indeed.
Maybe.
I see myself.
I would say my condolences to your master, but may he rot in the seven hells.
Why would you say that? We've been out of town for quite some time.
Because that is what he will be doing come sundown tomorrow.
Huh. Look at the little man. So what are you doing with our stuff?
As
Your stuff.
Well, of course, we were here. This is partly mine.
Well, perhaps you should have come sooner before it got auctioned off.
Well, I'm already here, so I'll just take back what's mine, shall I?
Out of the shadows, you see a hulking man step out, and he stands there, arms crossed.
Look at him, he's angry.
I'm going to use winning smile.
Ah, nice.
Do I have to roll something?
Yeah.
So it says if you just use your normal skill, but then if you get 1 or 2, you get.
So you're going to be in the conservative stance, I believe.
Oh yes. Sorry.
So you can exchange, if you're there, you can exchange. At this moment, you can be in conservative 1 or 2, whichever your choice is, and you can exchange that many blue dice for green dice.
I'll be in 2. If I can
Oh,
be.
okay.
Why not?
I'm also going to give you 2 misfortune dice because that reflects his ability to be able to see through this kind of behaviour, his skills. Do you have any expertise in that? In
Charm.
Charm, I believe you would.
I do.
So,
Thank you. So what I'm rolling these 2.
and I'm going to add in 2 difficulty as well because he is quite adept at reading through this kind of stuff. Now, before you
Is that
roll,
right?
do you want to say what you want to say?
Ah, my good friend, how are you this evening? I'm glad you're here to help us.
Help you?
Yes, to help us.
Help you with what?
With our trouble, we seem to have lost all of our stuff. Oh dear.
Yes, you have
Success.
lost.
3 successes. So
Yeah,
match
so
that before you move
that-
anything too much. Match it to what the descriptions are on your card. So you'll notice on the card that there are Bane symbols.
Oh, right.
If you have
and
2 successes. So 2
Oh,
successes.
it's on this card.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, you could look at that way.
Yeah, I mean, you could look at the other card if you like.
So,
So,
why don't you tell us
1,
what
2
actually
successes. 1 success, 2 success. 2, yeah. So you influence your target. If the target is hostile, he delays attacking for at least 1 round unless attacked himself. And add 1 white. Is that one of the white dice? The little white square?
Yeah.
To all charm checks you perform for the rest of the act.
Nice.
So that's good.
Cool.
And Oh, and these two, what are they?
Give you a stress, I imagine.
Move the party tension meter one space to the right.
Yeah, too easy. Okay.
We're not using that, are we?
No, not at the moment. No. Your stuff. Perhaps I'll sell it to you.
Sell it to us.
Your master, his name is Blackened now.
Tell us what has happened. We are
I have the-
uncomfortably out of the loop.
I have the pleasure to say that your master is suffering in a jail right now as we speak
On what
for the
charge?
murder of his wife.
Ah, I see.
Oh, I mean,
You know his wife. His wife's
Yeah.
lovely, and was lovely, and they had quite a good relationship. So it's quite a shock.
Yeah.
Murder?
Yes.
What,
Murder most foul.
could you extrapolate a little? We're not
What
quite
has
sure
He
exactly.
choked her to death.
And was this witnessed by anyone?
Yes, the guards came in when they heard the screaming. They saw the place. Let me show you. I haven't touched it yet.
Right.
He leads you into
He
the
loves his
actual
work,
estate
doesn't he?
itself, and up into the chambers, into Harl's chambers, and you can see the place is in disarray. Things have been thrown across the room. You can see on the ground that there is a slight little bit of blood, but not a lot, and the whole place has been ruined.
glad to see nothing's changed.
Yes, this is where he killed her.
What does he say happened?
He says that somebody broke in and killed her, and he came in and discovered the body. But the soldiers had to fight him when they walked in. They had to subdue him.
A man in grief, of course.
And what trial has happened that has led to his execution today?
The trial has happened, the witnesses have been called.
Which witnesses?
The witnesses, the guards.
But they didn't witness him doing anything.
Yes, but they saw him with the body, and he tried to fight them to escape.
Oh, so,
Clearly guilty, and the Magister has already passed sentence. He will be hung.
and you've got all the documentation for all this kind of stuff in here, do you?
I'm not the Magister. The Lord of the City has already acknowledged that it is to be.
So you've got that written down, of course.
Well, of course. I've merely bought all his possessions.
And where's your ownership and rights over that?
The bodyguard walks forward and shows a piece of paper, and you can see that it's got the sigil of the
So can I look at the formal diplomacy and just like, so, well,
You-
that's obviously not. That does
You
look
can
forged.
definitely-
I would
You can
definitely,
definitely make a diplomacy roll.
if I may.
Yeah, of course you can. I'm giving you a diff 2 misfortune dice because he is quite astute when it comes to this kind of thing, and you can work out what's.
And
what
I've got
says.
thing over there. So I've got diplomacy, and I've got that.
Excellent. So you are in. Where do you want to be here? Do you
Yes.
want to swap 2 of these dice for 2 of those blue?
Can I assist in my charm?
Yep. So we can add in 1 fortune dice into that from your charm.
And you're going to stand behind me and obviously
Go and word up.
You'd be like, you're right, that's not right.
What he said.
Well, I've disdainfully grabbed the thing and looking at it scornfully. I'm playing bad cop.
So would that be?
No. No.
You've
I
already got
gave it
one.
to you from Johnny's. Nice wheedling though. Excellent. Okay. So you have got no successes.
Got a lot of disaster.
No successes.
One failure.
In fact, you got
And 2
A failure and a baddie.
Everything is legitimately done. I am now the rightful owner of this property.
Property.
I just have one question. Why have you purchased property that did not actually belong to Hull?
Mm.
What are you talking about?
Well,
Well, some of this property is our property, not
Actu-
his.
It actually says here you've got all his property.
But some of this is
Fine.
legitimately our
Take your
property.
own property then.
Well, obviously,
Well, thank you.
we
I
know
will
what-
give you until tomorrow to remove it all.
Well, most of the stuff outside is actually ours. So he was a very poor man, this Hal.
Are you trying to deceive him?
Well, it's
If
not
you're
real.
trying to deceive him, go for it.
It's not real deception when it is true.
Is it?
It's so not true. He was a very rich man.
Yeah.
You
We
were
just
not.
worked.
Well, maybe you were a little bit more.
Quite a bit of it is mine.
All right. So how do I do that? What do I want to do?
Alright, so you're doing a little bit of skullduggery, I believe.
Yeah.
So, oh no, not skullduggery, what am I talking about? You are doing
Is it guile?
guile, yes.
Yes, guile is what I'm doing.
Excellent, so have you got any ability in it? No. So guile is based off your fellowship, so you're rolling your fellowship score. Are you in?
4.
And I've got a little X next to it, so I get another
Yeah,
one.
you get a yellow dice. They're really good. Excellent. And 2 of these and 2 challenge dice. Go for it.
Well, that's better.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes. Yep. And 2 banes. All right. I'm gonna get you to.
And I got a bird there, so 1 bane.
I'm gonna add in a stress for that.
And what's
Only 1 bane. Yeah.
1 bane?
That
And-
symbol is an hourglass symbol,
And what's that mean?
and that means delayed. So he goes, give me time to look over the inventory, and then I will let you know which belongs to his and which are yours.
Oh, we'll give you a list,
In the
Charlie.
meantime, I suggest we visit the guy.
Spit it out, good sir.
The guy up in the Silver District. Go to the library and visit the Magister as well.
You mean the library?
Your English, your common becomes worse and worse as every day passes.
Oh well, good friend, let's go.
You can also visit Harl if you want to hear his side
Yes.
of the story,
Yes.
and it is in the same area as the library,
Okay, cool.
because it is within the estate of the Lord.
Alright, well, let's go, yeah.
Which one do you want to do first?
I storm out. I want to go and see Harley. He's in trouble, obviously.
Yeah. He's,
All right.
is he our friend or is he just our benefactor?
He's actually been your friend and benefactor.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been quite good to you. You sent Ustaf off to do something, didn't you?
We did.
What was it you sent him off to do?
Oh,
To get
well,
some
you know.
witnesses? Was
Well,
that right?
he should know.
He went to find out how long it had been since anyone had seen the dead guy, the Potter, whatever his name was.
Ustaf meets you at the
Blinky.
Jacob the Potter. Ustaf meets you at the estate, and he says, "I've come back with the information you wanted.
Excellent.
Apparently, Jacob was seen 2 days ago.
Ah, right.
His wife reported him missing to the watch.
2 days ago.
Interesting.
The watch say that there's been a number of people disappearing in the Bronze District lately.
Well, some of them seem to have come to the surface.
What do you know about the death of
Well
Harley?
done. Well done.
What do you know about the death of Harley's wife?
Killed her is what I heard. Shame too, she was a lovely woman.
Have you seen the body?
I haven't. No.
Is she stored somewhere?
She is. Her funeral's tomorrow, actually.
It would be good to see the body and to ascertain the true cause of her death, because I highly doubt that Harley would kill this delightful woman. Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Well, I can take you there.
Why
I think
not,
we should go there
Andrew?
now.
Yes, let's
Thank
do
you.
that first, and then
We'll start.
And then that's just German for Andrew.
and then we can talk to Harley with a little more information under our
Yes.
belts.
I think it's-
So you head off to the mortuary, I guess. It is a little way out, and it's probably
I clean myself.
about I would say about 11 o'clock by the time you reach there. And just remember, he is about to be hung at sunset tomorrow.
Awesome. This
You-
day is getting better and better.
Here, with a couple of quick, words to the priests there, you managed to get audience inside, and you've been here a couple of times on various investigations, and you know your way around. And you head over to where there's an area where the nobles are generally kept, and this area is much better attended, less rats and things like that. And you can see that there is a shroud covering a woman's body.
No, that's not terribly good,
Right.
is it?
I pull it back unceremoniously.
I'm
You can
sorry.
see-
While spitting.
You can see that there is a cloth over the neck part,
Draw
but
the
there,
cloth
just
back.
above it, you can see bruising. You pull the cloth back, and you can see that there are bruising where hands have been across the throat.
So how similar is that bruising to the bruising we saw on Jacob the Potter's neck?
In as much as they're both bruising.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I check her hands.
These ones
and
are much
arms
more
and-
distinct in that it doesn't look like somebody has grappled with this person, and this one looks like the hands have been in one place only.
I check her arms and shoulders for tentacles and eyeballs. And
Go for it. I'm going to make some observation rolls.
Yeah.
You missed the
Whoever
eyeball on
wants
her
to
hand.
have a look.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to look. Doesn't worry
So
me.
2 challenge dice. You also have 3 fortune dice if you want to expend any of your fortune dice to add fortune fortune pull to add fortune dice to your rolls.
Well,
Just let you know.
how
So
often
you
does the
have-
fortune pool recharge?
Well, whenever you give me something really creative and fun to do, I'll add to the fortune pool. So when you do something,
Yeah, I don't use my fortune.
one of your fortune, yep.
I'm
You
checking
have
her
2
out.
left.
Is she clothed normally?
She is actually clothed already in a simple white tunic.
Tunic.
As in what she would have worn?
No, it looks like that's been replaced.
What's the red one?
The red one is reckless. He's in one reckless
Oh.
stance.
Lots and lots and lots of burns
Oh,
and
yeah.
2 failures.
Yeah, you don't see anything, and it is actually quite hard to see somebody who you respected and might have even loved. How'd you guys go?
I have 1 success and 4 failures.
Success and 4 failures. Oh my
But I
goodness.
also had a boon. Nods.
Lots of success.
Yeah.
What did you get?
All success. And lots of chaos.
Okay, see, for the purpose of this, yeah, I'm going to say that gives you 1 stress.
I'm effed in the.
Now this means that any mental things that you do at this moment until you get some rest will add a black misfortune dice to your rolls because you're starting to get quite tired. It's 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
You, Nathan, you notice that just where the hands have gone onto the neck, you see that there's a puncture wound in the neck, and you can just make it out that it looks like a symbol of a hammer has been punctured into her neck.
Well, that's a little weird.
What's weird?
Look at the neck.
Oh God.
Come on, don't be so dramatic.
By the gods.
It's a picture of a. It's like a. Been hammered into her neck.
So
A hammered
it's about- yeah,
picture of a hammer.
So it's I don't know, what's that, like 2 centimeters, half an inch.
I like your judgment of that's 2
I don't
centimeters.
know, like
So
What is this?
to whom?
Just are they
Mustaf.
priests?
Mustafa.
Yeah.
No, the priest.
No, the
You
priest.
can call in a priest if you like.
Yeah.
Ustav, fetch the priest.
Oh yeah, all right. I don't know why I'm hanging around you guys.
I'm like an old one.
It's like you adopt people or something.
Oh, stop! Do the work for me.
Ustav, we can't be bothered playing the adventure. Do it for us.
just make it
Yeah,
work.
you see a priest walk in.
His name is
Alfred,
good.
the
How do you
priest.
know that? Have you noticed this,
But
Alfred?
they've got name badges.
You know him because you've been here a number of times.
Hi,
Hi.
my name is, and then he's written Alfred under it.
Nice to meet
Alfred,
you.
have you seen this?
I've seen what?
This here. I'm holding your head to you.
I've seen the neck and the bruising.
No,
What's this
look
mark
closer.
here?
This mark.
Oh, come on, please just get down and
Looks
look.
like Sigma's hammer.
Sigma's hammer.
Did you put that there?
No. Why would they put that there?
I don't
Tell
know
us
what
about
you cleric
Sigma's
people
hammer.
do, whatever.
Treat me like an ignorant fool and explain Sigma's hammer.
Yes, treat him like one.
This is one of those things that your character would know a lot about Sigma. So
Okay.
Sigma is the founder of the Empire, essentially, and he was basically transformed into a god. He was deified,
Okay, I do know this.
and and so he is his own church. Most of the human race worships him as their main god.
So
That's
why?
right, everyone playing at home who's Games Workshop fanatics.
So why would Sigma's hammer be hammered into her neck?
Punched it into her neck, yeah, or hammered, yeah. It's a very small symbol, so hammering.
Yeah, hammering's not right. but-
She got hammered, you might say.
Yeah, you might.
CSI,
I think this goes to forward, isn't
Put your dice there. Why? Yeah.
No.
it? This is
I
very
don't know.
peculiar. So it really does appear like she's been strangled to death, apart from the fact she's got this hammer.
Yeah, and you remember that
Is
there
there
was
blood?
blood
Some
at the
blood.
scene, if you remember. But there wasn't a lot. So it's possible she didn't die from this wound.
Probably not. But
It's interesting.
is there some way of me knowing whether there's some kind of poison attached to this puncture?
Yeah, you can.
Like, as it administered?
taste it.
Yeah. I'm happy to do that.
Would you like to? Okay.
Is that observation or first aid or
Can I tell this for a second?
You said
nature?
Sorry, that would be 5, I believe.
It's probably
I feel like I had a little bit of rest while you were doing that.
I think I'll just do it because you probably don't have any skills in it.
I've got education.
Yeah, let's do an education. So add 1 expertise dice to your roll, and I'm going to give it to you on a different challenge dice of 2, one yellow dice for you, and 1 challenge dice.
You want to know if it's real? How many
Just
challenges?
remember, yeah.
Challenge dice.
I would also recommend that maybe you're in a reckless. Do you want to be a reckless stance for this? Because that will give you more high successes,
Oh,
chance
yeah.
of, but also more chance of failures.
Yeah, but
It's pretty reckless what to do.
what was the? Is that right? Oh no, you
That's-
wanted
That looks like it's right. If you got 4 dice for your
4 dice for my thing.
yeah, go for it.
Just stress.
So you got 1 stress. I can't see a lot
They
there.
cancel
but,
each other out. There's a couple of eagles,
And you got 1 success
skull.
and 1 boon.
1 success and 1 boon. Yeah.
All right, you taste it. It tastes like congealed blood. It doesn't taste like there are any poisons in her body.
What do you taste?
It doesn't taste like poison. I don't know why this would be here if it wasn't to administer
There's-
poison.
There is
That's the most silly point.
there is a strange musk, like a perfume that you don't recall her smelling of before, but it doesn't smell like a poison. It smells like a perfume.
Like the person who killed her.
Like a perfume I wear?
It could be Sherlock. It could be.
Yes. I'll have to remember that smell.
A woman? Oh, yeah, okay, remember these have told us.
Yeah.
Let us go and talk to Harleave. He may be able to enlighten us somewhat more.
Excellent.
I
Well,
chuck-
stuff
chuck-
comes with you, I guess. Too.
Yeah.
I chuck the blanket.
Usta,
sheet
come with
over
us.
Carry my head while you're at it.
Yeah, are we still carrying heads around?
I believe Ben
No, I
left
put
them
them
in a
down.
Oh,
pile.
we left them in a pile.
I don't believe they'd be touched.
No.
I think they're still probably in a pile. No one's gone near them.
Near Hal's house. Or
Just in the middle of the
Where we
road.
were, yeah.
we should have left them on the wagon that our stuff was on so they wouldn't take the wagon.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to go near that.
Yeah.
Gustav, go move their heads for us.
I'm not doing that. Those are witches.
Gustav.
Are they still talking? Which heads tend to have a likelihood of sort of keeping going after they've been dead?
Well, you cut their tongues out, so as you obviously.
So they're just sitting there going,
And now their mouths closed or whatever it is that you do.
Yeah. Sewed up their mouths.
you know why? Because we're hardcore.
Oh,
You head to the estate of the lord of the town, and in his jail area, Gustav manages to talk his way inside. Because this place is quite heavily guarded, and the room that he opens the door into, you can see your old lord Harl is strung up by the arms, dangling, feet just barely, tiptoes touching the ground. His head is hung down, and you can smell the fecal matter, and he just.
And the moon is still green
Unwashed.
and rising.
And it shines through the window, bathing the room with a green light.
So what's hanging?
That was good.
Are there guards
The house.
there? Are there guards there?
There are 2 guards, but they are outside of the room. And Gustav shuts the door, so you have the room to yourself.
I walk over and I take him by sort of the shins to lift a bit of the weight off his arms. Just walk over, just and lift him up.
Lift him up. Yeah. Who's there?
Who
Who
is
is
it?
Maybe I put him on my shoulder or something like that.
Who do you think it is?
He blearily opens his
You
eyes.
seem to be in a spot of bother, Harl.
How's it hanging?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Seriously, I thought I'd start adding stress to
Yeah.
it. It keeps doing that.
Hey, Rasta, is that you? And who else is in the room? I can't see.
Kendor. Down here.
Oh. How are you, my friend?
I've been better.
Better than you, either way.
As have I.
Well, we can see that.
Water.
Water.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sure I have water. Don't
Yeah,
I?
you give him water, it spills down his face.
Yep. But he feels a bit
He
better.
chokes and coughs. But
Tell us what happened. Your wife is dead. They have accused you, and you are to hang her here.
framed. Curse that Dowd. He framed me.
Who?
Who was it?
Dowd.
Down.
The guy who was
Oh, the guy who
bought
shot all
up the
his-
estate.
I knew he was shifty.
He is.
Due to be hung on sundown tomorrow.
Oh, we'll sort that out.
Your wife had a puncture wound in her neck. The shape of a hammer it was.
I don't understand.
Sigma's hammer.
Did you strangle her?
No, I didn't strangle her. Why would I strangle my wife? I loved my wife.
He has a point.
Not anymore. You.
Whoa.
Stress token.
What makes you think? What makes you think this man framed you? Why should we believe you?
He brought everything. He took everything. He took my ring. The ring the Emperor himself gave me.
Well, he's an opportunist. Doesn't mean he framed you. He may be selfish and intelligent.
You didn't hear him speak up. I swear he bribed the witnesses. Said I attacked them. When I didn't, how could I? I was overcome by grief.
It's a good way of doing business. I guess.
I beg you, please. Help me.
We will.
Yeah. Well, definitely.
Get me out of here.
Give us some
Help me,
evidence.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You're my only hope.
Tell us exactly what happened in the room.
I walked in. She was lying there on the ground. I tried to wake her up, but I couldn't. The room was in a mess. The guards came in and I showed them. I said go get help.
And did they arrest you then and there?
They took me straight there.
That's
Straight
interesting
to
that they
prison.
were there straight away.
Does he have any injuries on him?
Yes, he's got some bruises across his face. It looks like someone across the face with a stick.
But not multiple. Like
He has.
been threatened.
It's hard to see in this light. I'm gonna get. If everyone wants to make a perception roll, I'm gonna give you 2 misfortune dice for Ben and Nathan, Johnny, because you've got night vision. You can skip that. So just 1 challenge dice though.
What's observation go off?
Observation is a skill,
Or what's it go off?
so it says it right there, right next to intelligence.
Oh, sorry.
That's right.
And I got to add an extra black because I'm gay.
Because of night vision.
No,
And
stress.
stress as
Oh,
well.
stress. Yes.
And then 2.
That's it. Stress catches up with you.
Oh, I succeed.
4 successes and 1 chaos.
Okay.
And I succeed.
I'm gonna give you 1 stress, Johnny.
Yeah.
Once you
I'm
succeed,
totally
Ben,
chilled.
no problems.
Yep.
And you
Have more dice negative than positive.
you stumble and bump your head
Oh,
as you're walking around.
it's too dark in here. Can we go
You
outside?
need a rest, my friend.
What you guys see is that there are scratch marks down his face as well.
What are those scratch marks on your face?
Stretch marks.
Scratch
Scratch
marks.
marks.
Go and sit down in the corner. You can't contribute anything
I don't
useful.
know.
Go get changed and start smelling.
The guards grappled with me. I tried to resist once they hit me across the face. Maybe, I don't know.
So you put up a good fight, did you?
He's a fairly large man, as in fairly muscular. He's hunted as his own, score of witches himself.
So you've heard him. I've heard him speak for a little bit. I mean, I want to intuit whether I'm getting the right sort of feeling from him. Is he normal? Is he lying? Is he trying to manipulate us?
Go for it.
So this is my skill there. Yeah.
Yep. 2 challenge dice. I'm gonna add in 1 misfortune dice as well. No. Yeah. Ben, you can recover 1 stress, but
I'm a bit sort of
No.
confused by his behaviour, and it doesn't seem to have offered us concrete evidence of that.
Yeah, but we know him. That's more than we know about that other.
What about you? What
guy.
sort of feeling do you have?
Yeah. Good question.
and a misfortune dice as well.
Oh.
No, you have no idea either. So yeah, you don't know.
We
At the
know
end of the
him.
day,
That's-
you can go with what your gut is as
Well,
characters.
Well, failing
You
that, we
know.
can go by loyalty, and we're loyal to him, so let's cut him down. And
Well, are we
Or
going to
should
be
we-
able to fight our way out
No,
against all of
obviously
those
not.
guards?
No.
I don't think we can just cut them down.
we need to
and
find
run.
out what's happening. And clear his head.
Ustov, can you get a little something for him to stand on at least so he doesn't hang there?
I'll see what I can do.
Ustov, just
Forgiveness, old friend, and I rest him back
You
down.
stab him.
That's right.
Forgive myself.
Let us. Do you have any recommendations for where we should investigate? We are headed to the library to discover about this green moon.
it's
and
the
other weird
library.
things. If you're English, if you're common,
He really
if
literally
you're
looks
common,
up at.
I think somebody needs some rest.
I think you both need rest.
It's a bad omen in the sky.
Mm.
yes.
When the
There's
sky
a green
points at
moon.
You're not telling us anything we don't know.
Have you seen anything strange already?
Ah,
Surely.
We have.
nothing too
Emanations.
much.
Some bodies have been floating in the river. Strange, deformed creatures.
Things with eyeballs on the palms of their hands and tentacles running from their shoulders. Worse. Insults to nature than his insults to Growler.
Do you know where it's coming from?
But your insults to the smell.
Just floating down the river. But I don't think the bodies have been in the river long.
They were floating down from your house. Perhaps.
My house.
What?
What? Where do you get that from?
His
That,
house is-
that was a jump in reason.
his
We
house is
discovered them
upstream.
downstream
Yes,
from
and
your
so
house.
and so's half the town.
The
is true.
town
So
and
is
beyond the
upstream.
town is also upstream at that point.
You jumped to rash conclusions.
Alright, yes.
Just
Floating
like,
in the river.
Look up the circle of Morlith. That may find something in the libraries if they still allow you access.
What do you mean if they still allow access?
With me gone, you may have lost your privileges.
We have a way of
Maybe
retaining our
library
privileges.
card.
Let's go.
Yes.
shall we sleep first? At least I need to look beautiful.
your stress levels.
Do you have anything in your deck of cards that will reduce your stress?
Yeah, I can shoot really well.
We can. It's like, there's a thing. Relax. Take a chill pill, dude. Yeah, recover. One fatigue and one stress. Like, have you got intuition?
You guys can
Assess the situation.
You guys can head over to a pub and have a drink or something like that, and sort of recover.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good idea.
Cool. You head over to the Fat Goose, and which is your usual hangout spot, and you start walking through the door, and we might take a break right there.
Whoa! Fantastic, John.
Cool.
Intriguing and frustrating.